All right, this is the video you've all been waiting for. This is the final walk around of phase 1 of Eden's Toyota 4Runner build. If you guys have been following along in the other videos that we've been posting in this little mini series that we've done about our in-shop installations, you'll know that Eden brought us his 2022 Toyota 4Runner TRD Off-Road for a whole bunch of upgrades. We've hooked Eden's truck up with everything from audio to lighting to camping to technology so that him and all of his friends can make sure that their Toyotas are off-road capable and can go out and enjoy the wilderness. Sean, Casey, and the whole team here at Trail Grid Pro have put a lot of work into this over the last week or so to get it to where it currently sits now. And we want to show you all of the stuff that we did and the upgrades that Eden decided to go with. He's looking to do more stuff later this year to even further improve the off-road capabilities of this vehicle. We're going to do a little front to back, and then we'll show you everything that we did inside. So let's get started with the obvious upgrades to the front of the vehicle. One of the biggest obvious upgrades to the front of the 4Runner are these awesome Baja Designs LP4 lights that we mounted up on the roof rack. Eden opted for 3 white spot beam pod lights in the middle, and then the ambers on the outside are a combo beam, so lots of light in any driving condition during any time of the day. You got white and amber, completely covers the spectrum. We mounted them to the 4Runner Outfitters Slimline 2 roof rack using 4Runner's brackets that are specifically made for the Baja Designs lights. So nice, easy installation. They're movable, so you can arrange the lights however you want. They're a great option for mounting the lights, especially to 4Runner stuff, which always works well together. To complement that, on the ditch light brackets, we have the Baja Designs Squadron Sport pod lights in an amber. So again, maximum light output for any condition, illuminate the trail or the road so you can see everything that's coming at you. We've also included the ditch light extension bracket for the antenna for the Midland GMRS radio, which I'll show you more when we move inside the vehicle and show you how we mounted that. Rounding out some of the lighting upgrades on the front of the truck, Eden actually already had these Morimoto Gen 2 XB LED headlights installed. Again, these are super bright. You get the DRL, awesome upgrade. Now there's even the new Morimoto Evo headlights, which are even brighter and more awesome than these current ones. And then you also have the Squadron lights down there as fog lights. So a ton of light output. Should have no problem seeing any amount of road or any amount of trail in front of the vehicle. The other obvious upgrade on top of the truck is the iCamper rooftop tent. Eden opted for the iCamper DLX rooftop tent. So this clamshells over to the driver's side and then folds out off the passenger side of the truck. Essentially gives you a king-size bed on top of your truck. So lots of room for himself or the family to go camping and just be able to set up wherever he wants to park. One more thing we'll talk about quickly on the front of the truck. You can see it sticking off the corner here. This is the ARB Safari Snorkel for the 4Runner. So it's a complete system here. You get the snorkel, you get all of the attachment parts to connect this inside to the air intake. So again, another awesome off-road capable addition to the front of the 4Runner. Moving down the driver's side of the truck, we've installed some S2 Sport pod lights to the side of the roof rack. This is going to give him some illumination out the side of the truck while driving and also while setting up camp. One of the neat things that we installed on the side of the truck also is this AluCab shower cube. And again, mounted this to the 4Runner roof rack using 4Runner Outfitters swing out awning arm. So up under here, there's actually a release pin, and that will allow you to not only swing the shower cube or your awning out 90 degrees, but you can release the other pin, and then you can position your shower wherever you want it. So This is a great option for getting the shower out away from the vehicle where it's not rubbing on the side of the vehicle, and just give you a little bit more space, but then it tucks up nicely and locks into place. This swing arm is super heavy duty, and even if you have it set up at camp, you don't have to worry about it blowing away in the wind. It does come with included tent stakes to be able to secure the bottom of the shower cab. Moving to the exterior of the back of the 4Runner, here as a third brake light replacement, we have the third brake light mount from ICS Fab. So the two lights here on the outside are your actual brake lights, and then we have two of the Baja Designs S2 Sport Pods mounted in there for some awesome rear scene lighting. So again, now we have light out of the front, we have light out of the sides, and light out of the rear. Also, always everybody loves them, so I'll go ahead and point them out. Eden's even got his Whittle Water and his Whittle gas can, so he's ready to go. All right, we're gonna finish up on the passenger side of the truck, and then we'll move into some of the interior upgrades that we did. All right, a couple more points of interest on the passenger side of the truck. Here we've opted for the universal exterior Molle panel from Victory 4x4. So again, another great mounting option for the 4Runner. Mounts right to the front runner roof rack. Gives you just one more place to put anything and everything that you need to carry with you when you're going on your trip. And then I wanted to go back to the iCamper rooftop tent for a minute. Now that we can see the latches on the side, I just want to kind of talk about some of the security features here. So the thing I like about the iCamper, they have these nice braided wire latches, and then to get it unlocked, you actually need the key to lock and unlock the tent. So no worries about your tent not being secure. It's just another great thing that iCamper's done to just kind of take their tents to the next level. Not only that, but also the way that their mounting system works. It is super easy to mount these tents to just about any roof rack. They're buried up under there, but basically there's two big hooks and it has a worm gear on it, and you put it on your roof rack and they send you the tool, you tighten the worm screw up and it just clamps on. It's super sturdy. I mean, you could rock this whole truck. The tent's not going anywhere. So iCamper, just super high quality stuff, nice, easy install, and looks great on top of Eden's 4Runner. All right, so that kind of wraps up the major things that we did to the outside of the truck. Now I'm gonna go around, I'm gonna pop the hood. We're gonna start in the engine bay and go over some of the upgrades that we did there, and then we'll move into the cab and then finish up in the cargo area to give you guys the full view of everything that got done to this vehicle. To accompany all of the great upgrades that we did both on top and inside the vehicle, had to also do some work under the hood here. So we opted for a 2 battery setup. We've used the battery boxes from Rago Fabrication with a pair of the Odyssey Group 34 AGM batteries. So we've replaced the start battery here, and you can see that we have all of our major electronics. So we have our auxiliary battery, we have our jump box, and our air compressor run off of here. And then we also have the secondary battery box, also by Rago Fabrication, located back here in the back of the engine bay, where we have all of our accessory lighting and all of the other smaller accessories ran off of. In the front corner here, we have the Surge by Rago Fabrication. This is a nice mounting plate. Gave us a great spot here to mount our Switch Pro's light controller. Very firm mounting point. Since the Surge covers up your factory washer fluid reservoir, we have the Aqua tank by Rago Fabrication, which relocates the washer fluid reservoir down here closer to the front of the bumper. It also eventually will add better clearance when we do a lift, wheels and tires. A lot of great upgrades here to improve functionality and to allow us to use all of our accessories. Like we said earlier, we have the ARB Snorkel, which now runs through and goes right into this awesome TRD Pro intake box. We're now inside the command center, as we are now calling it, of the 4Runner. So you can see we have a lot going on here in the center console now. We'll start kind of from the top and go to the bottom. So mounted here to the right is our Garmin Tread Overland. So this is a standalone navigation system. It also integrates in with the rest of the Garmin app family. So if you go mountain biking or camping or go riding on trails, all of that is here for you. It is also removable from the base so that you can then take it with you out of the vehicle. To go along with that, in the middle here, we have the Garmin InReach Mini 2. This is a communication device that allows you to send messages to people at home. So if you are out somewhere and you're out of cell phone coverage, at least this is a nice, small, compact safety device. It has a little stand here which you can remove and then pack that with you wherever you go. We have all of these options mounted on our ICS dash mount. This is the complete kit, so it's the dash mount. There's a dual USB charger here behind the tread, which is powering both of the Garmin devices. And then it also comes with the ICS phone mount so that you can hold your phone right there and quickly release it. Moving a little further down and getting into the beginning of the audio upgrades in this truck, we removed the factory head unit and installed Alpine's ILX F509. This is a 9-inch floating screen head unit option from Alpine that gives you wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, also much improved EQ and sound output over the factory radio. So not only from a audiophile perspective, but also a technology perspective, this is an awesome upgrade for this 4Runner and really any of the Toyotas, especially if your vehicle did not have either Apple CarPlay or Android Auto from the factory. Moving down below the head unit, we have some more Molle panel from Rago Fabrication. So this is the interior Molle, so it's both sides of the transmission tunnel here with the bridge piece to go over. We've opted to mount the handset for our Midland GMRS radio. So the great thing about these radios is all of the controls for the radio can be done right here from the handset. So not like the older CB radios where you had a bunch of knobs and you had to reach. You simply just turn it on. You have all of your control functions here, and then we have it ran to a pass-through with a quick disconnect. So if you want to take your handset with you and you don't want to leave it connected, you can do that, or you can just plug it in, get to camp, turn your radio off, and you can hang your handset right there. So it's a nice easy grab for when you're driving or when you're out on the trail. Finishing up on some of the upgrades here on the dash, probably the most asked about part that people saw when we were at Overland Expo East is this switch controller panel. This is from OE Panels. This is an awesome piece for mounting your 8-switch controllers right here in the dash for a nice factory look. This is a really nice, clean way to add the switch control for whatever your accessories you're gonna add to your truck. If you guys are looking for lighting upgrades, both now or in the future, we always recommend setting yourself up for success with some sort of switch controller. A lot of people opt for just the single push buttons because they're just getting a front light bar, and then they want to add ditch lights, and then they want to add rock lights, and then they want to keep adding lights. You're quickly going to run out of spaces for those factory style switches. So our opinion, our recommendation is to consider something like this, where you can see Eden has 5 things connected. He has his lights and his air compressor on off, but we still have 3 more spaces for expandability for future projects. Now that we've covered the command center portion of the cab, let's talk about a few of the things that we have hiding and lurking under the seats for even more functionality off-road. So I know it's kind of hard to see, but under the driver's seat here, you can see that we have this quick connect sticking out. This is actually attached to our ARB twin air compressor that we have nicely mounted on the bracket from Desert Does It. The kit comes with all of the fittings. You get the seat jackers to lift the seat so that the twin air compressor and all of its parts fit directly under the seat. There was actually even leftover space on that bracket for the air compressor that we mounted. The brain, the chassis of the Midland GMRS radio is actually under here, and then like I said, we have cable run up to our pass-through, so nice, clean, and easy install. You can keep things tucked away, and then you don't also have to have a Midland radio taking up space on the dash. So that's what's hiding under the driver's seat. We've got something else hiding under the back seat, and then some of the best stuff is hiding under the front passenger seat. So let's move to the back seat and we'll talk about that. All right, the next trick that we have up our sleeve as far as hiding things under the seat is under the back seat here. We have our Vox power system. This is a backup battery. So the intended purpose of this is if your truck battery dies, your start battery dies because you accidentally left your lights on all night, this device is connected directly to the start battery and can be activated either using the button here on the unit. So when the red light's flashing, you now have 30 seconds to start the vehicle, or it can also be connected using the app on your phone. So even if you want to hide this away and you don't want to necessarily have to get to it, you can also start your vehicle from your phone with just the push of a button. So this is just some added reassurance that if your truck battery dies, that you can at least get it started and get back to the paved road or get back to somewhere where you can address the bigger electrical issue. In addition to the Alpine ILX F509 head unit, some of the other audio upgrades we have are hidden here under the front passenger seat. This is our 4-channel amplifier and powered subwoofer combo. So the 4-channel amplifier is mounted right here in this bracket. This is going to amplify your dash, door, and hatch speakers. And then you have an 8-inch powered subwoofer here to round out the sound profile. This accompanies the Alpine 8-speaker bundle that we installed in the truck. And then on top of that, Sean and I covered it in the intro. This truck also has the SoundSkins Pro Cut door kit. So we've added sound deadening to all the doors. That's both going to improve the audio experience and cut down on some of the road noise. So a complete audio upgrade, head unit, speakers, amplifier, and added a subwoofer. This is a drastically differently sounding truck than when it came in. All right, last but not least, we're finishing up in the cargo area here. We have more Molle panels from Rago Fabrication. So we have both sides of the interior of the window, and then also the shelf that bridges across. The shelf is adjustable, so you can move it up or down depending on your storage needs. And if you're looking for even more storage, don't forget about the rear cargo hatch Molle panel that we also have installed. All right, everybody, so that wraps up all of the great, awesome upgrades that we did to Eden's 4Runner. I hope you guys liked following along with this journey on this build. We're gonna do more here coming soon. If you're looking to get your truck upgraded by us here in Frederick, Maryland, hit us up, give us a call, shoot us an email. Casey, myself, Sean, the entire team here at TrailGrid Pro, we look forward to helping you out build your truck into the off-road or on-road capable truck of your dreams. Until the next build, like always, have a blast out there.